You know, the problem with some of these clubs is that you sign quality players, maybe about 20, 25, and the rest, they don't get to play. They just collect money. So when you are signing,
you're under pressure.
You're under pressure. You sign quality, guys. You sign quality, you know, first 11 on the bench, they must be full of quality. Yeah. So if the first 11 are not playing,
or injury,
or
then, fatigue,
then other players can come to the party and
rest show players, and then you can have a deep squad.
So it's not an excuse for me. It's not really.
Let's spend some more time to talk about Rangers. They played today. Yeah. It was a very difficult game for them. They scored in the last minute against Lobby, Bobby Clement with the goal. They have to travel tomorrow to Lagos. They have to play Friday night football on Friday. Little time to rest, little time to recover. That's huge. And for me, I wasn't happy when I saw that we were going to be playing Friday night football. Yeah. But then, once the management of Rangers agreed that the team will be able to play, there is little you can do as an outsider.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you are in the continent, you need to have a very deep squad. You need to rotate players. You know, apart from the fact that you have to get them ready, there will be trips that you have to make, obviously. So I've traveled that route before, traveled from the east down, and it's a very, very hectic journey. It's very, very
Probably they are going to be flying.
They are going to be flying.
I think they will be flying, so maybe that gives them some more time to rest.
That will just be for 45 minutes there, and it will help them. Because having to travel and then...
Yeah, they can't probably travel by road and still make it.
It will be very, very stressful.
So you have to fly down.
So I think it's inhuman. It's inhuman.
It is.
No, but the management agreed. The coach agreed that they will play on Friday. So there's little you can do about...
So the detriment of the players? You know, they played on the continent on Sunday.
Yeah.
Very difficult game.
They played another difficult game today.
I played another difficult game today, and they will travel tomorrow. These players are
not but if the management of the club... I understand your point, Tony, but if the management of the club and the technical advisor agree that our boys can cope with it, there is very little anybody can do.
But the LMC, out of discretion, they are supposed to know that the proximity of these games is not convenient. It will definitely affect the players. They don't need, the club doesn't have to protest. They should know that this is not, 2 days after, it's not just proper.
ABS played Canopilas 2 weeks ago, and you know, they asked for concession. Instead of playing on Wednesday, they played on Thursday. Eyimba also played El Kanemi, and instead of playing on Wednesday, they played on Thursday. You know, so why can't why can't the LMC shift the game? Must it be sacrosanct?
As you said, the management of those clubs
accepted it,
agreed and requested for a shift. I'm sure the LMC have listening ears. If the club had written that, look, it's not possible for us to play on a Wednesday, travel on Thursday, play on a Friday, the LMC would have agreed.
I think the management are just, you know, trying to cash in on the opportunity of flying. Because I learned that the LMC is going to foot the bill. So if they're going to come if they're going to come on Saturday, they're going by road. So is it difficult for them to foot the bills of flying the players, allow them to rest?
That's a different issue that we have to look at. Must it be the LMC that will foot your bill to fly your team, to help them rest a little more? We're talking about taking your players as assets. So you see the point we're making? If the club now told the LMC that, look, we'll be able to make it. If we fly down, we'll make it and play on Friday. There's nothing anybody can do. The LMC will just agree. And then the Friday night game can go on.
Definitely.
So these are the issues that are really issues that we should look at. I mean, elsewhere, when the players know that, look, I need a lot of time to recover, and these players are assets, I don't want them to get injured. Nobody will tell you that, no, it's not possible. But here, once the management agreed, and the coach said, look, I can manage it. Since we are flying down, let's get it done. So
probably it's one of the very few opportunities.
Flying is now luxury.
You can say that again. You can say that again, guy. You can say it again. All right, let's go to Akure very quickly, because that's another place where a lot of unpleasant stories are flying around, and hopefully tomorrow we should be able to speak to some of the actors. We already spoke yesterday to Sunday Abbey, and you remember what he said. We don't want to repeat it because we don't want to sound like a broken record. But Sunday Abbey raised a few issues yesterday. That there was assurance that the money will be paid, but the man that will undo the payment, they can't, you know. These are not the kind of stories. You can see the players are protesting with some of their fans. It's not just Sunshine Stars, so the Sunshine Queens. And the Ondo State Football Agency, this is pathetic. And there will be a change of government in a few days. These guys know that, look, if we don't get our money now.
Toye, we have gone through this road before, and it's quite unfortunate, you know, because what is going to happen is that if these players don't get anything before, the new government takes over, and it's a different political party, not the party of the man who is outgoing. What it means is that the probability...
These are the girls. Yeah. Even if the boys can stomach what they are going through, what about the babes?
Nobody can stomach anything. Can you stomach hunger?
At least boys can still also.
The ladies are even more delicate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that they don't get...
That's what I'm saying.
To do something.
That's what I'm saying. That even if you are owing guys, what about the girls? What about the girls?
And really the tragedy is that these players, I'm sure, they don't have contracts. Because the first thing the new government...
I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume that they don't have contracts.
If you have contracts, then you wouldn't go through, this ordeal.
But
there are structures.
Even if you are contracted, and the salaries you are owed is getting to 6-7 months, you still hit the roads. The workers who are going on strike, the doctors who are going on strike, they have contracts.
It all depends on the terms
but
of the contract.
The hunger is beginning to bite, the months is beginning to accumulate. You are owing 6-7 months. It's just unacceptable.
This is where LMC, they are supposed to come in to regulate these things. I mean, if you are owing for up to 7 months or thereabout, there should be some form of sanction. These things should not be allowed to just happen as it is not.
Their hands are tied because there's a change of government here. A change of government is here.
So the players are part of LMC.
The government should be a continuum, but it doesn't apply most of the time to what we see in Nigeria.
The fact is that within the framework of LMC, if you are owed 3 months, you have, you are free to go to the LMC and they declare you a free,
write a letter of petition.
They declare you a free player. So the players also should take their destiny into their hands. You don't wait till you are owed 5-6 months. Then the administrator is telling you to be assuring you that the money will soon come. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. When it gets to 3 months, invoke that framework. Go to LMC. Nobody's going to do it for you.
But in the past, when there were even more serious situations than this, the political will to get that done is a very tricky one. Nigeria is too delicate, too complicated for you to take a straightforward action like that without getting some repercussion from all of it. But the challenge is for the LMC.
No, Tony, this one is peculiar because there's a new government.
Yeah.
The government that is incoming is not the same political party with
the outgoing.
The outgoing. And you know what happens? What is going to happen is that everybody on that board will, if fact they already know,
there's no problem about that. There's no problem about changing the board. But the players, if they have valid contracts, those contracts should be honored. And that is where the LMC have to step in.
Not just that. LMC shouldn't stop at that. They should begin to sanction these clubs if they are unable to fulfill their financial obligations, either in form of deductions or even finding ways of even paying the players directly from the money they realized. Because you can't just allow things like this. This is bad publicity for the league. It's bad publicity.
Okay, let's pause. I'm told we have to go on a quick break. We want you to talk to us about this because it's not encouraging at all. I'm sure they are watching right now in Akure, and I hope something can be done. But let's pause and go on that break. We'll come back. There's still a lot to talk about on Sports Tonight. Join us again.